Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here, and we are continuing yesterday's lesson. Remember, yesterday we learned how to double distribute. We're going to be doing this very much the same thing, but if you pay attention very closely, I'm going to make your life easier. Today's topic is multiplying special products. Now, you should have your, your notebook out, pencil, pen, whatever you take notes in, highlighters, maybe another colored pen, things like if I say something important, you can go ahead and highlight it or draw attention to it. All right, well, let's get started. Tell you what, first of all, I'm just going to do this problem, okay? I'm going to do it like we did yesterday. I'm going to distribute the 3x to the 3x and the 3x to the -2. And then I'm going to distribute the 2 to the 3x and the +2 to the -2, just like that. All right, just like we did yesterday, no secret here. So I'm going to get a 9x squared. Remember that x times x is not x. Very careful, watch that mistake there. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. And then I'm going to do 3x times -2, which is a -6x. Watch your signs. And then I'm going to multiply the 2 times the 3x, which is going to be a +6x, and 2 times a -2, which is going to be a -4. And when I do that, I'm going to get 9x squared minus 4. And that's very interesting because you notice the -6x and the +6x, they canceled each other out, didn't they? Now, if you go back and look, we had a 3x plus 2 in the first quantity and a 3x minus 2 in the second quantity. I wonder if that had something to do with these terms canceling out here. Let's try it again. Let's double distribute. Okay, in fact, go ahead and pause the video. I want you to do number 2 on your own. Okay, so I'm getting ready to show you my number 2. If you haven't tried it yet, pause the video and try it on your own. Okay, so I got a -4 times a 5x and a -4 times a +4. And so I'm going to distribute the 5x, and I'm going to get 25x squared. And then I'm going to get a +20x. And then I'm going to distribute the -4 and get a -20x and a -16, right? And look at this. It happened again. 25x squared, those cancel, -16. Hey, I just noted something else. Look at this. Wait, wrong button. Let me get a highlighter out here. What kind of number is 9x squared? It's a perfect square. And so is 4. And look, 16 is a perfect square. And then 25x squared is also a perfect square. So in each case, I got a binomial, a perfect square minus a perfect square. What do you think is going to happen on problem number 3? Well, I can tell you this, quite honestly, problems 3 and 4 are super simple to double distribute. I don't have to do all the work I just did because I've got a 7x minus 6 and a 7x plus 6. All I got to do is square the 7x and square the 6, and there's a negative because -6 times 6 is -36. And there you go. I just multiplied it without doing all the steps. Now, some of you are going to be insecure about that and go, no, I don't want to do that. No, you need to do that. And I'm telling you, if you pay extra special attention to today's lesson, that's going to make tomorrow's lesson and the next day after that so much easier. Okay? So, let's see if you can try number 4 on your own. I want you to pause the video. Again, it's a 9x plus 1 and a 9x minus 1. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can do it. Here comes my answer. Watch how quickly I'm going to do this. Bam, I'm done. I square the 9x, get 81 x squared. Square the 1, get 1, and it's a minus because 1 times -1 is -1. Every time when I have a quantity where it's the x term plus something, here watch, I'll even do it on this one. Let's go with 5m plus 7. Let me use something other than y. Let me use q. And then 5m minus 7q. This is so easy to do. Do you think you know it already? 25m squared minus 49q squared. Bam, I'm done. If you don't believe me, go do it the long way. Positive 35mq minus 35mq, and there you are. All right, now, in these problems, notice the two quantities are the same. Number 5 is a 3x plus 7 times a 3x plus 7. So I bet nothing's going to cancel out, but watch this. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to double distribute. So I'm going to do the 3x times the 3x, and 3x times the 7. So we get a 9x squared plus a 21x. And then I'm going to do the 7 times the 3x and the 7 times the 7. And so I'm going to get a positive 21x plus a 49. Look at this answer. My first and third terms are again perfect squares. Now the middle term didn't cancel because both signs are the same, so it's a positive 42x. Positive 42x. This makes my job so much easier. So let's take a look at number 6 here. I'm going to do it the quick way, and you see if you can tell me how I did it. All right? So I'm going to get a 16x squared. I know I'm going to get a positive 81, and then I'm going to get a negative 72x. Bam! What the heck just happened? Well, if I have 3x plus 5 and 3x plus 5, the 3x gets squared, 9x squared. The 5 gets squared, plus 25. I can multiply here and then double the answer. 15x times 2, 30x. Piece of cake. If I have 2x minus 10 and a 2x minus 10, going to square the 2x, get 4x squared. Going to square the negative 10, get positive 100. Negative 10 times negative 10 is positive 100. Going to multiply, get negative 20x, double it, negative 40x. So much faster, speeding me up. And again, if you pay attention to this and you really focus on this, on the way these look, that's going to make the next day or maybe Monday's lesson so much easier. All right, so I want you to try problems 7 and 8 on your own, okay? Now remember, don't get fooled on 8. 8 is a double distributing problem, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm getting ready to show my answers. Make sure you've paused the video and you've tried them. Okay, so here comes 7. So I'm going to square 12x. I'm going to get 144x squared. I'm going to square the negative 1. That'll be a positive 1. Negative 12x doubled is negative 24x. I can feel the confidence growing. Okay, 8. I'm going to square 13x. I'm going to get 169x squared. I'm going to square the 5. I'm going to get 25. Positive. I'm going to multiply and get 65. Doubled is going to be 130x. Yeah, 65 times 2, right? 0, carry the 1, 12 plus 1, 13. There you go, 130. Okay, so you're going to be practicing these. Now, when you're practicing them on the Excel assignment, don't just do them. Think about what you're doing. Some of you really like to do stuff in your head. With these kind of problems, it's easy to do it in your head. I won't get bent out of shape. My general rule is if I can do it in my head, you might be able to. If I can't do it in my head, you got to be pretty advanced for you to be able to do it in your head and me not. Now, it's possible, but it's rare. Okay? Try this. Try some mental math approach. By the way, you're going to hear the word FOIL on some of the homework and stuff. I don't use the word FOIL. Okay? Whenever you see the word FOIL, and it's an acronym, it stands for first, outer, inner, last. And if you have older brothers or sisters that had me more than a couple years ago, I would have taught FOIL, but I stopped doing it. I don't do it anymore because FOILing only works if it's a binomial times a binomial. Okay? It doesn't work if you have a binomial times a trinomial or two trinomials. I just teach distribution. Okay? So Just use your guide arrows if you need to. Oh, wait, this is one of those special products. Let me try it. I'm going to get 9x to the 4th. Those are going to cancel because there's positive and a negative. And then I'm going to do 2 times 2, which is 4, but it's a negative 2, so there's a negative 4. There we go. Okay, so when you see the word FOIL on the homework or they mention FOIL, just replace it in your mind with double distribute. All right, that's it for the lesson. Good luck on your homework. I should be able to see you guys Friday, and there will be help after school Friday. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good day, everybody.